Today I'm going to share day 7 to day 11. I had hoped to share the whole week with you, but I took so many videos that I thought I'll save some for next week. We were in Montreal winter fit out and getting ready to start the 2026 season. My sister Lorraine was with me and we had a lot of fun. So, day 7, Lorraine left on day 6. So, day 7, I was on my own and the crew were coming back. I was happy to see the second cook come back. He was the one that helped me when my carrot ginger soup vibrated off the stove and came crashing down just 10 minutes before lunch started. He helped me clean it up. But I told him, no, wait, let me take a picture first because we had that picture illustrated for our children's book that we wrote, The Stowaway Adventures of Mitchell Mouse. Today's goal, just make sure there was enough food. I know how many crew member we are. We're 21 crew, but we still had quite a few contractors and there were also extra people from the office. So I decided to make something that if they didn't eat it all at lunch, it would be good for leftover or for somebody looking for a snack in the evening. So I made my pork filled buns and they're very popular. So that was a good choice. And I also made, it's Friday, so I like to try to have something that has fish in it. So I made my mom's tuna casserole. So my version of my mom's tuna casserole. So I've mentioned it to you before in the past, and today I have it ready to share with you. So I prepared a free recipe download for you, and you can just go to our online store on www.shiptoshorechef.com, download it, and you'll have it immediately. You'll also see there the two other cookbooks that I wrote. They are now available in ebook as well. Day 8, also known as grocery day, was a very busy day. So I started out making bean and bacon soup. And Friday night, the night before, we had baked salmon. So I had salmon left over. And I made I was inspired by the spinach pie that I showed to you in the last video. And I made it with salmon inside. It went really well. So that was a quick and easy service. And for the people who didn't want that, I had beefaroni. Can't go wrong with beefaroni. It's really popular with everybody. So the grocery truck is here. Let's see what we have. There's an echo. There's not a lot in here. So I had organized for the groceries to come after lunch, and they came at 1 o'clock. It was perfect. The guys here are super helpful, and it went out without a hitch. It was really nice. $18,000 worth of groceries. Day 9, also known as Cinnamon Bun Sunday and Departure Day at some point. The time changed, of course, as the day went on. But as I was going to bed, the engines had started. The tug was called for, I believe it was 9:30 p.m., and we made our way over to St. Lambert Lock. So it was official. We started our 2026 spring season. Had to organize the fridge and the freezer. Well, the second cook organized the freezer. No credit to me for that. I was surprised it didn't look more full for $18,000, but it was a good day. Nice to have lots of choices again in the fridge so that I could make what I wanted, not what I had to make. So it was a good day. Day 10, March 23rd, was my birthday. Thank you so much for all the birthday messages. I really appreciate it. My first thing in the morning, I always look out the window to see where we are. I had no clue. So I try not to use marine traffic because I'm trying to figure out, can I figure out where I am without looking at marine traffic? So before long, we were going into a lock, and I thought, okay, we are in Beauharnois because it didn't look like Côte St. Catherine. So I thought, here we are, we're in Beauharnois. That's good. We're making our way. I was excited to start my day because the last few days I had been planning what would I like to have for my birthday. So I love Mexican food, so that was on the menu. And I had a dessert left over from Lorraine had made it while she was here. We put it in the freezer, and she put it in aluminum foil with a little happy birthday. So every time I went in the freezer, I saw that. So that was kind of fun. I could finally take it out, and I enjoyed that with my coffee. I love Mexican food, and I especially like it with jalapenos. So, when the groceries came on Saturday, I had ordered 5 pounds of jalapeno peppers, and I pickled them right away so that they would be ready for my birthday on Monday. So, they really tasted good with the chili nachos. And for the crew, I made a black bean soup. I like to have a theme for my meals, so I did the black bean soup. I don't have that recipe written down for you yet, but I will share it with you in the future because it turned out to be one of the best black bean soups I ever made. And it was one of those things where I just kind of threw it together and based on the recipe I usually use, but this time I added a secret ingredient and it was really good. So I'm going to share that with you in the future. Now, you would think, like, okay, that's a great birthday meal. No, it's not enough. I also wanted to have my other favorite, butter chicken. So for supper, I made butter chicken. The crew loves butter chicken. And the next day they came back and they were like, oh my gosh, that butter chicken was so good last night. I agree, it is. Normally, I only have one main meal and then I have a few other smaller meals throughout the day. But for my birthday, two main meals, and they were both delicious. Having a birthday in March, you can get any weather. You can get beautiful spring weather or you can get winter weather. But for my birthday this year, there was an extra special bonus. After we finished supper, we were just making our way into the Messina Lock. The new observation deck is really beautiful. We did a book signing there in the past. You can get up close and personal to the ships. It's really cool. So the weather was beautiful. I went out while we were going through the lock and I sat outside on the green bench. It was really nice. It was a great way to end my special birthday day. And I knew that, like, from timing wise, being in Messina, that we wouldn't necessarily get by Brockville at a decent hour. It would be while I was asleep. But just knowing I was close to my hometown made me feel good. So all in all, it was a great day. Day 11, also known as Laundry Day. The laundry for me is one floor up from my room. So I went up, and right across from the laundry room is a door to the exterior, and there's a swing bench, a beautiful swing bench. So I look forward to sitting up there when the weather gets a little warmer. It was tempting because it was so beautiful with the sunrise, but it was still quite chilly. So I'm going to keep that in mind for the future. So we were on Lake Ontario for the day, making our way to the canal. And our timing was really good for the canal getting in just after supper. So I called a friend from St. Catharines. I said, "Hey, we're going to be in St. Catharines. You want to come over for dinner?" I asked the captain, and he said that was okay. So my friend came, and I had a nice little visit. So it was a great day. See you next time, and don't forget your free recipe download. The recipe for tuna casserole, mushroom sauce, the pickled jalapenos, and the how I cook my pork chops. That's also in there. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.